It is May 9th, 2025. We're going to do something different. This time I'm going to make the absolutely horrible but probably hilarious mistake of playing Alien Isolation while I talk to you about the bigotry in Martha Wells' books. Cat, you don't need to get fur all over me. No. Yeah, this is gonna be terrible and fun. Because my twin recommended this instead of Wolf Quest, and it's like, yeah, that's a terrible idea. Let's do it. Let's see. Can't sit behind me. Sit right there, pretty kitty. You know what? We'll just play on hard mode, the recommended experience. I hate it when they do these things. I don't know what it means. Like, does barely visible mean I can tell there's something there? Or that I can tell what it is? My computer screen shows things way darker than they actually are. Or maybe that was my last one. I don't remember which one. Now I can see the whole box, so I assume that's what they mean. And we are just going to watch all the cutscenes. I'll just turn the microphone off while the cutscenes are going.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
I gotta say, the fade in from the middle doesn't work well with the word isolation as it did Alien.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company.
You see?
It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Look at that weird
Me
coffee dispenser.
and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
If you haven't seen the first... Of course, as soon as I start talking, there's a motorcycle outside. If you haven't seen the first Alien movie, I definitely recommend it. Just look for the timestamps to avoid all the flashing lights. Now, as long as none of the keyboard shortcuts required are W, S, X, or 2, the numbers of the keys on my keyboard that don't work. It'd be nice if I could zoom in. Okay. Yeah, I guess we should close those. Also, we have to hope my laptop doesn't try to burst into flames. Is this one mine? There it is. Oh hey, it's actually raining outside. Yay! Everybody cheer. I want to read it. Okay, I'm just turning that on and off. And I will start talking about it once we get through the tutorial. I guess I should be reading this out loud. Verlaine, you on the lookout. It's titled Just Missed You. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The megacorps undercut him, picked up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Wayland Yutani pay well. Good luck to you, if you can't beat 'em, right? Let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. I guess that was it. Yep, that's it. What's in here? Is the R button take all? Because that's what I just pushed. guess I should push some buttons and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Let me just go until it tells me to do something else. We can talk to him.
Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
Okay. Yeah, if you haven't seen the original Alien movie, they did like a fantastic job in this game, just making everything match. And it's the fun kind of sci-fi where it actually looks lived in, like people actually do stuff. Let's push some buttons on the ultrasound machine. He's probably like, what are you doing? Rip to that lady from the Alien audio drama who died in one of these. If you haven't listened to the Alien audio dramas, you should. They're fun. It's very funny. It's not, I mean, it is kind of supposed to be funny. Not that part. The funny part is that, oh, it's thundering now. I'm just gonna keep going because every time I turn my computer off, in case the power goes out, the power stays on. So, whatever, we're just gonna keep going. The funny part of the audios is that they can't actually interrupt the movie series. So, Ellen Ripley just keeps getting picked up in space and brought out of hypersleep. And then at the end of the thing, just has to go right back in and loses her memories of everything that happened, and it's very funny. I'm fine with that kind of thing, because it just becomes its own running gag after a while. Like, sucks for Ripley, but it's funny. It's kind of like the Eighth Doctor constantly losing his memories. That's just his thing now. And like, you could even combine them. It'd be really fun. Suck for both of them, but... Did I go in here yet? Yes, that first room. So I think I just gotta go this way. Yeah, once we're actually... I'm just going in a big circle. Once we're actually over on Sevastopol, I'll start the a book analysis. Maybe these things have maps. Saying something, sit in a chair. That's definitely like an airlock ahead. Maybe information. I'm wildly guessing based on symbols. Well, maybe these say. No, they don't. See, that's definitely a symbol for an airlock, isn't it? I would think it is. Like the black void. Maybe it means this compartment can get separated from this one. There she is.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Raylan Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. Realize your mother has been missing for 15 years and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
What are they eating? Is that just like cocoa powder in
All
there?
personnel to the bridge, approaching Sevastopol Station.
Maybe they
Looks
have
like
Rice
we're up.
Krispie treats. Or Yeah, I was gonna say, you lead the way, Taylor. I don't know where to go. I want to find out what these mean. I'm still guessing that means information. I have no idea what the triangle means. Maybe it just means that this is an airlock door, a bulkhead door. I guess they probably will never tell me. I could probably read it somewhere. Oh, I'm running into her.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol Station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep con so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Her stance there was a bit awkward, but...
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is a commercial vessel, Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a Wayland...
Yutani Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request
Cough,
immediate
cough.
permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol Station. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal?
This is really good CGI.
Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster.
Look at this beautiful
I can
CGI.
only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody
Look at this.
spacewalks. It's the only
Why do
option.
video games these days
And
want to be
it's
so
perfectly
ugly
safe if you do
when they
what I
could do
tell you.
this?
Depressurizing. Fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving! Taylor, Ripley, hold on! Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Amanda is just so bad. Come on, loading screen. doesn't look good. Okay, it just opens. I want to try and read this paper. Nope, you can't. Okay. Let's see if there's anything I can take. Somebody else is using a spacesuit. Actually, 2 people are using spacesuits. Because mine went in there. That was scary the first time because it looked like there were just stars over here. Is it gonna tell me how to sneak and stuff? It did save, right? Well, if not, we'll just do it over again. I don't know if this is a good spot to start my narration / literary critique. Because I don't know if any other things are going to happen that'll start interrupting me. I know there's like a... What? Why did I gasp?
Warning. Sevastopol stability compromised. Proceed to the nearest marshal checkpoint.
Was that just a delayed gasp when I was supposed to keep moving that whole time? Instead of stopping? We just have to explore everywhere. Oh, it's just another circle. Okay, well, we'll just go this way then. There's gonna be a jump scare here. A whole bunch of fire is gonna burst out. I've watched many playthroughs and they're all delightful. That's to tell you, you can't go that way. You gotta go in the vent. There's gonna be any other jump scares immediately. Besides just the ominous creaking. Am I sneaking right now? I think I am. I don't know how to stop doing that though. Control, Alt, Shift, Tab. Yeah, I'm like on the ground. How do I make it not? I actually don't know what any of the buttons are because... Oh, okay. Can I see my controls? Yeah, thank you. I'm not using a controller. Where's... I'm confused. Where's my keyboard? Like, I'm on a computer, guys. I don't have a controller. This isn't helpful information. Okay. This is looking not helpful. Oh, okay. So crouch is C. What does LMB mean? Hold on, what? Sprint is shift. Crouch is C. I'll make that V to sort of match Wolf Quest. So that means melee attacks are B. I guess we'll just find out. Yes. Okay. Now we know how to crouch. And it's not letting me change the... I guess I can't go into third person mode. Okay, I'll read this computer and then I'll just start doing the thing I opened the game to do. Fault interrupted, blah blah. Decommissioning to engineering team in reply to decommission. So boys and girls, you've probably heard whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contracts and next placement, but for now we still have a job to do. The suits want this done with a skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help, but it does mean overtime. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean lucky dip. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Waits. That's it, I guess. Okay. So anyways, I'm playing this game because Walks decided it would be more entertaining for everybody involved than me just playing Wolf Quest and running around. So you can all join me on this terrible plan. And today we're going to be talking about now that I'm playing this, I do have to say, just for the record, that once you've watched all the Alien movies and just pay attention to things, and it's really clear that the Murderbot Diaries All Systems Red is just a really bad Alien fan fiction. And that's why they're on the planet during a survey for reasons we are never given any explanation for. It's just because that seems to be a thing you do in sci-fi. And it's because that's what you would do in an Alien movie so that everybody can get eaten by xenomorphs. And I know I said that before, but if you're writing a story, because this is also going to be me talking about how to write properly and how not to write properly, and just some basic writing prompts and writing advice. So rule 1 is your characters have to have reasons for what they're doing. They don't have to be good reasons, but they do have to be reasons. We still don't know why the Preservation Aux team was on the stupid planet in All Systems Red, which I'm just going to be referring to them all as Book 1, Book 2, blah blah blah, stuff like that for the Murderbot Diaries. For the books of the Raksura, I'm not even going to try to keep track of which one is which because the titles are slightly better, but the plots are just kind of incoherent and don't really mean much. But yeah, All Systems Red is just a really bad Alien fanfiction. That's why they refer to the company in that as the company, because that's how it's referred to in here. That's how Weyland-Yutani is called, literally. And they're on a planet doing a survey because that's what you would do in an Alien thing before you get eaten by xenomorphs. But people in Alien have reasons for being on planets doing surveys before they get eaten by xenomorphs. Sometimes it's because they're just looking to colonize the planet. Sometimes they want the raw materials. Sometimes their robot Oh yeah, that's also Murderbot's literally just one of the synthetics. It's just like so bad once you realize what it is. And it's funny though. Also, as a warning, I'm pretty sure when I walk through here, I'm gonna go falling down, so that'll be another jump scare. If you're mad about me telling everybody that jump scares, sorry, just go watch somebody else's. There we go. You can go watch somebody else's. I don't know all of the jump scares, but I do know like these two. So I'll warn you ahead of time if I know it's going to happen. I won't always know. And of course the alien will literally jump scare you.
Damn.
Sorry, Ripley. Maybe this time? Q? What? Okay. How do I put it down? Is the question. It says, it wants me to use this one. It says press A to activate. Unless that's R. No, that's R. Is this helping though? Okay, that is a little bit helping now. I just want to see how their gravity works. Very well. But yeah, we still don't know why the Preservation Ops team was on that surveyed planet, because Martha Wells doesn't think it's important, even though it's simultaneously important enough for these characters to justify wrecking out a slave. Keep moving. Something. If you stand still, you'll die. Blah, blah, blah. If you like Bleach, you should read A Protector's Pride by something. I forget their name. Sorry, person. But anyways, yeah, Martha Wells wants to take the anti-capitalist aesthetic of Alien, of showing how evil corporations are, but then she also wants to just do slavery apologism non-stop and doesn't actually want to have the characters even try to do anything anti-capitalist. Let's turn this radio off. Just repeat something about Poseidon.
Hello? Anyone here?
Maybe talk a bit louder, Ripley. Nobody can hear you if you whisper. But, yeah, today specifically we're going to be talking about Martha Wells' fantasy series, The Books of the Raksura, which is also filled with slavery apologism, like, kind of even more explicit in some ways than it is in the Murderbot Diaries. And we're going to talk about what it could have been. Tomorrow, no together future. Tomorrow, together, no future. I don't know. Welcome to the end of the line. I know you can click on these things to get the map. Because the first time I saved, it looked like my mouse didn't actually move over there, so I wasn't sure if it had saved or not. Some people are gonna run past in front here, I think, when I turn the lights on or something. I don't remember what we're doing right now. From personal messages, somebody saying, move to our stash. Langley, if you're looking for our stash, I've moved it. You left it right out in the open where anyone could have taken it. Jesus, do you know what I had to do to get it? I've hidden it in one of the storerooms. You should be able to find it. The code is 0340. Don't worry, no one goes down to the terminal anymore. Not after what happened. Also, we're out of meds and low on water, so you're going to need to get some. It's your turn. Maybe it'll teach you to take care of our stuff in the future. From Anna. We got another one. Message saying goodbye from Siegson. Public notice. The decommissioning of Sevastopol Station. We've had a long journey together, but it's sadly coming to an end. Siegson Corp would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have worked and lived at Sevastopol over the years, and hopes that Siegson has helped make it a productive and rewarding environment. Our investment and belief in the station has never wavered. Be assured that Siegson's Apollo, Central AI, and Working Joe androids will be there to serve Sevastopol until the last rivet is removed. We wish you all the very best for the future. After all, Sevastopol isn't just a station. It's people. Siegson Corp. Can I click down? Oh, I gotta go back. Q. There's gonna be an audio thing that will hopefully have subtitles.
Harris,
Yeah.
Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits up.
Okay, that's nice. So it shows you it here on the screen and it plays it audio. Click. And then... Okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing here. Power junction D13. Departures. Restore power to departures. Yep, there's the people.
I'm going!
Also, is that a model of the station? I want to go look at that. What? That scared the crap out of me. And that's not even supposed to, I don't think. Save again. Why am I looking that way? Whoa, scary. Apparently just moving the mouse a little bit makes it do that. Anyways, gonna be talking about the Books of the Raksura, which was first published in 2011. I think this is a model of the station. That's pretty cool. I don't think anybody in the other things has stopped to look at it.
A decade in the making, was built to be the #1 gateway to commerce and resources in this quadrant.
Can I?
Construction began in 2095.
We'll listen to this.
In 2105. What you see before you is a scale model of the station itself. A gift from the Siegson Corporation to commemorate the opening and the start of an exciting new era in deep space trade. Why not let us take you on a tour?
So I like this. I like this style of space station. That's cool. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about the Books of the Raksura and the things that it could have been, and the themes it could have had, the things it could have said, important messages that it didn't do, but it could have and it should have. See, they locked me out, I think. But there's stuff in this box. Take item. Oh, okay. Take all is R. I thought the first time it was like press E to take the first one, press R to take the second one. So yeah, I'll just keep pushing take all. And then they said push not that. I guess it will tell me how to make the things when I get enough things to make things. Oh, I can turn on. Now I'm walking? Or do I not have the ability to run yet? Okay. Oh, I have to hold down shift to run. Okay. I don't think I need to be scared yet. I can run over here. Boop, boop. I saw a vent, I think. Isn't this where I came in? Yes, it is. There's probably a door back up here. But anyways, well, first we will say what, I'm assuming most of the people that will be watching this haven't read the Books of the Raksura, which is... I don't like that. I hope everybody who made this game is proud. It's scary. I don't want to walk under that. Can I not jump? I don't think I can jump. This is not safe. Not safe for work. Oh, I like the little smiley face. I'm getting a screenshot of that. Actually, I'm just going to send that. I'll tell you first what... Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow together equals no future. That's a bad message. And then left to rot. I'm assuming tomorrow together is Siegson's.
What the hell happened here?
What? All the graffiti? This is what it looks like at Walmart. R.I.P. Sevastopol. Scribbles. Something. Nice spooky music. Okay, I'll just stop. I'll try to stop getting distracted. This is part of why this is a bad idea, because it'll just keep distracting me. This Life for Red. No entry. Can I... My laptop will get mad if I use the closer shift button. Let's run around. Let's go up here. Yeah, this is probably not going to be the best format for... There's the torrents. Look, we got some little binoculars we could be using.
I'm right here. Verlaine!
I wanted to push that button to turn those down. Anyways, when this racket stops. They need to oil those things. That was scary. That last part. Can I open this? No. I always want to search trash cans because one time, in one Pokemon game, there was a Pokeball in it. Look, they got air hockey in the future. Oh. See, I don't really think this game gives me just enough time to just wander around without being scared. I don't think I can actually get hurt here. I think it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally cool. It's just the wind. Okay. So, the books of the Raksura should... I think there's another thing. Hold on. Well, I can get that. feel like there's like an audio thing in here somewhere. Yeah, this thing. Was it not glowing from behind? I was just not looking at it.
Druid Jones, today's update. After numerous demands, Marshal Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
Hope they threw some tomatoes. Yeah, the first time I tried playing this game, I didn't notice this vent here on the floor, so I literally just ran around for a while, completely aimlessly. I don't think there are any jump scares while I'm in these vents. It's perfectly safe. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is. It's fine, so I can talk. So, the thing that the books of the You can blame my twin. It's a scaredy cat little xenomorph baby or something, I don't know. It's very scared of me talking about the books of the Raksura. The thing that the books of the Raksura should have been about is that, maybe not like in these words, but it should have been about the dangers of white supremacists.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
Stop interrupting me, Ripley. Should have been about the dangers of white supremacist cults and being lured into them. And how the things that they claim to offer you aren't going to justify everything else that they do. Wrong button. Add flashing lights. Don't need those in your video games. I'm like fairly certain there's nothing here that's gonna hurt us. Maybe if I run directly into a live wire. The books of the Raksura, the whole premise. Okay, I didn't know about that jump scare or whatever Reeves said. Boy. You can blame my twin for this. Keep moving. Stop talking. Still pretty sure we're safe, except for jump scares that I apparently don't know about. The premise of the books of the Raksura is that it is on a fantasy world. Doing it a little bit slow. I keep thinking I'm gonna have to push a button. Do I have a shadow? No, I don't. It's kind of disappointing. I heard a cat. There's a Jones on here. Run, kitty cat! What if I just walk this way before I push that button? Will I get to find the cat? Maybe I just died. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. I'm guessing the cat's dead now. Okay. I'll go push that button. premise of the books of the Raksura is that it is a fantasy world. I don't know the name of the world, it's just generally referred to in the meta sense as the three worlds. No other specific name in the three worlds doesn't even make sense as a name because it's not three worlds. It's just one world. I have a cat fur on my... There's a piece of cat fur on my laptop screen. I thought it was a xenomorph tail. It's the way the light was hitting it. Can I have anything? I'm trying to read what that says. Oh, I can crouch. This Man, This God by Alicia Ewald or something like that. I don't think the xenomorph we're carrying can get me. Something left. I can't read that. And I'm pretty sure we're fine. Don't ever stick your arm through an airlock door. That person's not fine. Were they in there before when did I look through this window yet? It's fine. Okay. The premise of the three worlds is that we have a character named Moon, and he lives on a fantasy world where there's a bunch of other species, and they're all mostly humanoid. They've got 2 arms, 2 legs, and then various furs, scales, various things like that. And Moon was orphaned as a child and has been living wherever he can figure out his whole life. He doesn't know anybody else of his species, doesn't even know what his species is called. I might be bad at this game. Where's the map? Maybe I'm not expected to look at a map yet. Did you guys confiscate any plasma torches? I've watched playthroughs. Doesn't mean I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm going to turn the brightness up a little bit if it'll let me. Because my laptop... is this... Yeah. Okay, that's better. Slightly better. That didn't really do much, but it works. My computer screen makes things. What even was that? Did a door just open somewhere that I can't see? Can I open this door? If I get distracted this time, I will just stand still and not do anything else. The premise is that Moon was orphaned as a baby. He doesn't know what species he is, and unlike everybody else around him, he has a secret. He is a shapeshifter. He has a regular humanoid form, which is called a groundling form, which is a really weird choice, because if it doesn't really make sense. That would be a groundling, like ground plus ling. It's just a weird way. I don't really know why you would call yourself that if that's what everybody you know is, because that's how these people work. It's called the Three Worlds, presumably because there are groundlings. I actually don't know what they call the groundlings. Is just most of everybody, just humanoid, walks around, lives on the ground. And then there's other people that are called crap. I actually don't even remember. Like skylings. Yeah, skylings sound right. People that we never really get to see that just fly around super high up in the sky and fly. They don't really matter. And then there's some people called waterlings, and they just live in water, and they're all just presented to us as like animalistic, immoral cannibals, and they also don't matter to the story. So I don't understand why it's called the Three Worlds, because this isn't even three worlds. It's just one world. And then Moon appears as a groundling, but he has a secret, and that's he can transform. I have so bad at this game. I don't know what button is for the map, because I'm assuming that will tell me things, like where I'm supposed to be going. Where's the map button? Open journal? Well, that doesn't tell me anything because this isn't... I'm so confused. Okay. Where's my map? Map menu is you. Why wouldn't you make it? Oh no, I can't fucking see. They need to put these closer or put little stripes. Map menu is R, M, and B. That's confusing. I'm just gonna take a picture of the controls with my phone so I don't have to keep coming back to here. And I don't have a mouse wheel, so that's gonna be a problem for whatever that was listing. Next weapon, okay. Presumably that won't be too urgent. Wasn't I trying to push M though? I didn't even change any of the mapping things, but whatever. Give me the map. See, R, M, or B they said. Not give me it, okay. Sorry, you're just gonna see me be useless at this game. Because I don't know where the map is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I say you. This is kind of not helpful. So Moon's secret that he keeps from everybody is that he is a shapeshifter, and he can shapeshift into another humanoid form, but this one maybe has scales. Don't even know that for sure. Probably has a regular humanoid face. But did I actually push this button, or did I get so distracted? No, I did, because that's why the lights are on and the gate is open. But it doesn't seem to be helping. This is so confusing. I don't have any of these things, do I? No, I don't have that. It's literally such a small area. How have I gotten lost? So, Moon can turn into a dragony looking person. And he has, I guess he does have scales, because he has black scales with a bronze undertone, and he gets some cool dragony wings and a tail and spikes and spines. Does Xenomorph, tell me how to get out of here. I want to continue the game. Stop yelling at me. Get me out of here. Have I not gone everywhere here? I don't think it would want me to go backwards. So Moon was orphaned as a child. He doesn't know what species he is, but he knows he is a shapeshifter, and he keeps this secret from everybody around him, because if they find out that he has the super uber cool ability to shapeshift into a dragony person, they will oppress him. And he's been kicked out of many places that he has gone to live when they find out that he is a shapeshifter. And he's like in his 40s or so, 30s, 40s. I'm pretty sure he's like in his 40s or something. He's at this point, when we get to the start of the story, he's pretty much given up on. This is ridiculous. He's given up on finding his species, and is just kind of living wherever he can. Sometimes he lives off on his own. Sometimes when he gets lonely, he goes and just tries to ingratiate himself into whatever village, town, city is nearby. Doesn't. It's a crumpled can. This is ridiculous. Where am I supposed to go? Just keeps himself secret because there are other shape-shifting dragon people in this universe. Hold on, that's my twin texting. So the premise is Moon has never met another person of his species since his mother died when he was a child, and also his siblings died when he was a child, and they were all shapeshifters like him. His mother had wings, but his siblings, whose names I don't remember because they never actually matter to the story, they didn't have wings, and they were sleeping in a tree one night, and some monsters that might have also been people, cannibal monsters maybe, came and ate everybody, but his mom threw him out of the tree because he had wings, and he managed to fly away and escape. Also, this one's just annoying, but despite like this, and this happened when he was like his species equivalent of like a 5-year-old or something, like a little kid baby, like not actually old enough to fly properly, just old enough to have wings that can catch the air a little bit. And we're not actually supposed to care about his siblings or his mom. I'm stuck. Where am I supposed to go? But the annoying thing is that despite this, he somehow manages to speak his species one whole entire language, because we are treating species as factions in Martha Wells' stories. He somehow manages to speak their language perfectly and never struggles with it ever, despite never having a single other person to speak that language with, since he was the equivalent of a 4 or 5-year-old, and learning multiple other languages since then to survive, and speaking nothing but those other languages on a daily basis. Like, we're told that he can't read in this native language, but it's never like anything, and it just gets kind of hand waved away, and it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's the premise. Moon. I'm so bad at this game. Where is my map? No, I have to push the other ones. I'm not even changing anything. I'm just clicking on the thing, man. No. And maybe it is... What? It's so confusing. Yeah, it says map menu is R, M, and B. Do I have to click all of them at once? I didn't even click anything different. Better not make me click. No. That doesn't do anything either. Is it glitched? Have I glitched the game? Is that the problem? Maybe I just need to save and then reload. Alright, we'll try that. Wait, now I gotta find the save point, because this is a save point game. Go back through this door. So that's the premise. Oh my god, was I really supposed to come back here this whole time? Are you serious? Why did that TV just explode? Was I literally just running around there for no reason? That's not actually where I was supposed to be. Are you serious? Okay. Alright. Me assuming the game was more linear than it actually is. Premise is Moon has never met anybody else of his species and is oppressed by all the less cool species around him who are jealous that he can fly. But also the reason that they oppress him, and by oppress I mean don't like him after they find out that he lied their way into their village, is that there are other shapeshifter winged people that are his species' direct cousin. They're literally just like two surviving lineages of the last common ancestor, and that last common ancestor ate people, and so do these evil cousin species, which are literally just all of the racist stereotypes you ever see in fantasy series, ever. They're inherently evil, they're all black, they've all got all black scales, whereas Moon's species can have any color scales. And Moon just happens to have black scales to make him get oppressed by being mistaken for these other inherently evil people who go around lying their way into villages by pretending to be harmless and friendly, and then they eat everybody because they're cannibals, because they're inherently evil, and the easiest way to say that somebody or a species or a race is inherently evil and deserves to be wiped out is to say that they're cannibals. And if you've never read any old fiction at all, I do have to explain to everybody that anytime fantasy or science fiction, anything, says that a species is cannibalistic, and that's a bad thing, that's why we should kill them all, this is explicit anti-blackness, and it always has been. It always will be. You can't use cannibalism as a shortcut for should be genocided and not be using real world racism. This just packs a cigarette or something. This is white supremacy 101. The best way to justify killing people that you don't like, people that are different from you, is to tell everyone they're fucking cannibals. I'm not even going to go into detail. I know this cart is going to get knocked over when we're not in the room. So, Moon is oppressed. Let's turn the radio on. Can we get some music? I'll just leave that on. See what happens. It's fine.
Oh, fuck.
Rip to this person. That's the wrenchy thing I need. What was I saying? I'm pretty sure we're still safe. I don't think there will be any combat until we meet Mr. Guy. His name I don't know. Can I sprint in here? Nope. Just always at the same pace. I wish video games would give you the option to say no flashing lights, please. Look at that. Oh, it's falling out. Okay. I wish I could take that. I would like to use that as a weapon, please. Sorry.
I think I need this more than you do.
Hello? I want to make a complaint. To the highest authority, okay? My name is Zachary Watson. That's Watson. You get that? My complaint is this. Fucking marshals. They should be protecting us. It's their job. Something's on this station with us and no one knows what it is. No one fucking knows. They put braces on the doors. Lockdown. You know, like to keep something out. I'm fucking terrified, man. I'm fucking... Shit. It's so cold. I don't think this fucking thing even works.
Video games should let you turn off flashing lights. It's annoying. Okay, now I can open this door that put me back out in that hallway. I think I have to push a button. B and LMB? What does LMB mean? LMB? Does that stand for left something something? I have a keyboard on a computer. I don't know what that means. LMB. Can I just push buttons? V. This is a problem. What if I push the up and down arrow? LMB. What does that mean? I have to Google that. Alien isolation. What does LMB mean? Internet is loading. Oh, somebody on Reddit is asking about the exact same door I am. It says, try two because I don't have an actual mouse, it's just my keyboard mouse. It says, try 2-finger tap on the trackpad. Oh, what? I didn't know that was a freaking thing. Okay, so now, so I get to my mouse, or my map, by just pushing 2 fingers on the mouse pad at once without actually clicking the mouse keys. That's weird. Okay. So this plus that. Hold on. That's clearly not working. Let me try maybe left MB, LMB. I'm pressing B, V. Okay, maybe I just can't play this game unless I have a mouse. Come on. Okay, wait. Left mouse button, maybe? Is that what MB stands for? Mouse button? Oh my god, it is. Press left. Wait. Hold L. I'm so confused. What is happening? Hold V and left mouse button. Then I move it something? It was working for 5 seconds. This is the left mouse button. Okay. Press left. The arrow key? Okay. That's so weird. Okay. For anybody else who tries to play this game without a clicky mouse, when it says LMB, apparently that stands for left mouse button. But like you have to push it towards the center of where the two mouse keys meet for some reason. It doesn't work if you do it anywhere else. So RMB. Okay. So I can open my map by pushing the middle part. Or just the whole part of the right? Is there something wrong with my left mouse key? Okay. So just right click to open the map. Or tap with two fingers on the mouse pad thing. That's so weird. That's unclear. Okay, well, we've all solved it together, everybody. I don't have a Reddit. How do I comment on Reddit so these people can learn? If anybody watching this has a Reddit, please go to our Alien Isolation, the post from 3 years ago, and tell them it's just the left click and right click, just shortened to LMB and RMB for some reason. I thought that was talking about the separate keys. Okay, now I'm completely, see? Well, that part wasn't supposed to happen. I think I was supposed to walk over there sooner so that it would like crash down. I'll just turn that off, save those batteries. I think I was supposed to walk over here faster instead of just standing there explaining this so that it would have crashed down right as I came through and been a dramatic jump scare, but I messed that up. Let's crush all this coffee. I'm like pretty sure I'm still safe. I should save though. Now we know how to open doors. But yeah, in the books of the Raksura, Martha Wells is doing so many things wrong. She's saying that Moon is oppressed because people have a genuine reason to be scared of him. Because there's a literal cousins of his that look exactly like him, that do the exact same things he does, that sneak their way into your village by lying about their intentions and lying about who they are, so that they can literally massacre your whole family and literally eat you because they're evil cannibals. Look, we can do it, guys. We got it. And then you push the left arrow key. Woohoo! We know how to open doors! Only took an hour and 18 minutes. However long we had to sit there. Because nobody on Reddit knew the answer either. Let me get these.
Interview subject. Heist. Did I say that right? Heist? Look, if you can't even tell me your name, we're gonna be here a hell of a long time. I just want to know about your boss. He's got you all into a lot of trouble. Someone's gonna be accountable. I'm gonna make damn sure someone's accountable. No? Tough guy, huh? Turner, turn off the tape. Maybe our friend here is just shy.
All cops are bastards, including, whatever these guys are called. I guess I should probably try to go back down that way, shouldn't I? Anyways, we'll skip over the justified oppression for now, because I have mentioned that in other videos, and many people have made... I can open this thing now. Boop. Oh. Hey, now we meet Mr. Guy.
Stay still.
Okay.
Now, turn around.
Come on! He's watching the ceiling. He's smart.
I'm Ripley.
Where'd you come from? Ripley?
Off station. A ship.
There's no ships here!
There are now.
Well, That's good news, because things are not so good here. Something blue just now. Rocked this whole place.
I saw it.
Good.
Lady,
Keep an eye on the ceiling, man.
That's the least of our problems.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay. Okay. What's your name?
Axel.
His name's Axel, okay.
I was boarding with 2 colleagues. EVA. We got separated by the blast. Can you help me find them?
Why?
Because you seem to know your way around.
Why? What's in it for me?
A place on the ship.
How do I know I can trust you?
I need to find comms. I need to contact my ship.
Thanks, Axel.
This is your lucky day.
Let's go, sweetheart. Seeks and comms is in the Systex spire. It's quite a distance, but we can get to a transit through the freight.
Even there.
But watch yourself.
Hi, pretty kitty.
We
Hi.
can get into all sorts of trouble there, okay?
Yeah, you can lead the way, man. Unless I still gotta open this. So good at this now. Wait, oh, no, I
Come
opened
on,
the
I
map.
don't want to stick around here long.
I'm going. I'm just pushing the wrong button because I don't know left from right. This is very unproductive.
Was that you following me back there?
Had to keep my distance. Can't take any chances.
Okay, it was him. He's very fast. And like quiet. Stealth level 100, I guess.
Stick close to me.
What?
Hey, don't move.
Okay. We're not looking for
Where
trouble.
if I go in here?
Who
Nope,
are
invisible
you?
wall.
I'm John. This is Ringo.
They're just some assholes. We haven't got time for this. Come on, Jana.
We're trying to get to comms. Can you help us?
We don't need their help.
Don't tell them anything. Look, I've got the elevator working. Jana, let's go, okay?
I'm sorry. Good luck.
I don't think you should be touching a keyboard sparking like that.
What the hell was that about? Why are you so damn aggressive?
Everyone's running shit scared, keeping to their own. Safer that way.
It's not actually how people work in disasters, but alrighty. Are we just walking, man? Just walking.
I hope this ship of yours is the real McCoy. Hold up. Let me get the elevator. Allow me. Place is old. Needs a special touch.
Trying to read the back of his shirt.
Well, what are you waiting for? Hit the button.
Alright. Well, you said you would get it. I want to see what the button. Interesting.
Keep the noise down here. There might be people around.
I'd appreciate it if you told me what the hell was going on. Right now.
Listen, darling. When we get to the ship, we can kick back, braid each other's hair, and chat all you want.
Yeah, when we get to my ship. I need to know what's going on. Right fucking now.
Fine. Like I said, there's a killer.
A killer? What does that even mean?
I ain't seen it, but it's here. Picking us off one by one.
What are you saying?
What does that even
Psycho?
mean?
A person?
No, something else. A monster.
What is this supposed to be an ad for? Seeks and credit services. Like a boat all alone at sea. Real inspiring.
Shit. We need to move. This way. Get down.
This is bullshit, man.
Way ahead of you.
Should be looking for a way off.
Are you crazy? There's no way off. At least we're safe down here.
For how long? What if they come for us?
Then we shoot the crap out of them. Now shut up. You're making me nervous.
Hey, we can do this.
Trouble. We'll have to go round them. Follow me.
I feel like I maybe should have done this on a lower difficulty if it's gonna... if I'm gonna have to take 5 minutes to figure out what to push.
Friends of yours?
I've had run-ins with those guys before. They don't like strangers. Even nice guys like me.
I'm shocked.
I ain't pulling your chain, darling. You want to go and say hello? It's your funeral. Those guns aren't for show.
Someone should be doing something.
They are. It's called surviving. Everyone's turning on each other. The fear, it makes people crazy.
I've noticed. You've been living here?
What can I say? My butler's on holiday. Grab what you need. You don't know when you'll get another chance. Been hunkered down here for a week now, waiting for a ship. Waiting for you, I guess. It can get pretty dark around here. You should take that flashlight over there. Make sure you're stocked up on batteries.
This is the kind of headphone I should have, or microphone. Why am I spinning it around?
Just be careful not to flash it around.
I'm looking for other stuff. Don't
Let's
leave
go.
yet. So, if this is the map, what? Okay.
This way.
Shush, I'm looking at your stuff. Didn't he say there were batteries? Or did I pick them up when I picked this up? Oh. Still in the packaging. I'll save it. Oh, okay, I guess I can't. Alright.
What now?
I'll watch the vent. There's another vent round here somewhere. I marked it so I wouldn't forget it. How about you look around? We're not going anywhere until you find that vent.
It says I don't have any flashlight batteries. It's just saying the batteries don't work.
Did you hear something? Is that you?
I'm over here, man. Whatever you're hearing, it's the xenomorph. I'm guessing there's nothing in here then. So I don't get more batteries? Do I need to... it says I have 2 out of 6. Well, didn't mean to do that. Or maybe the flare will go away when I climb in here. Where is that? Is this the flashlight batteries? What? No. Why are things lighting up when I get close? Alien isolation flashlight not working. It says supposed to hold down the button to install. Okay. On the computer, you have to hold it down to put the batteries in the first time. There we go. Nope. Can I climb in this one? Nope, nope. Didn't mean to do that.
Axel, is this it?
Hold on. I'm coming.
Whoa! I thought he was coming from that way.
Somewhere. See? Got it covered.
Scary.
Come on.
And then left mouse button throw. Because I don't want that. Pretty sure he's not gonna die yet. Because we have to. He has to give me the combat tutorial.
It's not smart to stay here too long.
Is the way everyone travels around here?
Just those that want to stay alive, sweetheart. Torrens, so that's your ship, huh?
Doesn't answer.
Quiet. I hear something.
Tells me to be quiet anyways.
Yeah, I hear you. Will do. Gotta go meet the others. Something's going down.
There's always something going down.
Come on. We don't want to piss him off. Feels like we're standing around waiting to die.
Follow me.
You could whisper a bit quieter. Seems like a bad idea. I gotta say. This is just going to be very unproductive as far as the media criticism goes.
Okay, gotta be quiet.
Talking
here.
too much.
Don't shine that flashlight.
I'll attempt not to.
Quietly.
What I am?
Hold up.
What's the emergency? Someone else has been here. Everyone, stay alert. Keep your guns tight. Shoot anyone you don't know. Stick around while I check our stock.
We'll make it through this, I promise.
They're armed. Too many of them to take on.
Take on?
We still got to get through there. The door at the end.
How?
Let's try a distraction. The generator. If that went down, they'd have to check it out. You're smaller than me. You'll make less noise.
Great.
Which one of you checked our supplies last?
I did. What's up?
You decide to help yourself a little?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Hey, he's been with me the whole time.
We're missing food, ammo, meds. If it's not one of us, then we were right. Someone's been in here.
This is no good. We're supposed to be secure down here.
Damn it. What about the lock Joe rigged up?
I've just come from there. Sealed tight. Eyes open. Keep your guns ready.
Someone's gonna have to tell the boss.
Boss? He's a goddamn store clerk.
Yeah? Maybe you think you could do better.
He's not saying that.
I'm just saying that...
Just stop saying. And help me check the rest of this stuff.
Pretty sure I'm supposed to go this way.
Generators died.
This is a nice dark
It just
spot.
turned itself off? No! Somebody's here.
Check it out.
Glad I'm not alone anyway.
Fuck, they got flashlights, the cheaters.
We shouldn't have done that back there.
Who's there? Come out!
Doesn't seem to be broken.
How would you know, Einstein?
If the generator had blown, there'd be smoke.
Well, it's not working now.
Maybe the safety got tripped.
Could have been a
There's a
rodent.
hole in the
Got
floor
stuck in
somewhere.
it,
I
set
gotta
off the
go.
safety.
A rat. Big fucking rat to do that.
There
Well,
are
I
big
don't
rats,
know.
man.
Someone is fucking with us.
It's too
Probably the
bright.
same person who stole our stuff.
That's a scary thought.
That's why we've got
It's too
guns.
bright over here, but I gotta go.
Help me find the switch to get it started again.
Let's keep it down. They're still close by.
Holy fuck! I managed it. So far. Where's Max? Why are you walking? Get fuck down, man. That was tense. I think most people die during that. Why are you standing?
How much further?
Nearly there. Transit's just up ahead. Let's just hope your ship's still there. Sevastopol not quite what you're expecting, eh?
I think we can do it.
I'm not even supposed to be here. My shipping out papers were for a week ago.
A blind eye. S. I managed to get my hands on that stuff I was talking about. Chief won't notice a stock missing. Things always get lost when a station's closing down. Don't worry about customs either. Sinclair's told his men to turn a blind eye. They'd probably be too busy goofing off or taking backhanders to notice anyway. You get what you pay for, I guess. From Bailey. Two-man rule. Nearson, Leonard, you're both first shift on the door, so read carefully. Putting this together wasn't easy, and we don't want intruders getting in because you didn't read the instructions properly. This here is what you call a two-man rule lock. That means it needs two to open the door simultaneously from two different consoles. Most of us don't know each other, so this is the safest way of making sure everything stays secure, and none of us decide to head off on their own with our stuff. When you're on shift, take it in turns to keep guard and notify the other if one of us needs to be let in or out. This means just us, no one else. No matter how much anyone begs and no matter what sob story they try and pull. I was with a group before and we got soft and now I'm the only one left. Trust no one. Inventory. No one is to take anything or mark it off the list without talking to me first. Aspirin times 4. Canned foods 32. Cereals 6 boxes. Water 4 gallons. Oh damn, they're gonna die. Toothpaste 12 tubes. Cigarettes 3 cartons. Toilet paper 26 rolls. Industrial tape 6 rolls. Med kits 2. Powdered milk times 52. Notes. Running low on ammunition. Man, you're running low on way more than ammunition. Zoe managed to pick up some prescription drugs, all addressed to the same person. Guess they don't need them anymore. They're all gonna die. How have they not died of dehydration yet? Okay, Axel, you're leading the way. Oh, cool. How is that a med kit? Oh, okay. That's a blueprint. Where are we going, Axel? Or... Okay. Q to use the crafting menu. Oh. Q. Open. Yeah. My mouse is moving and stuff. I'm confused. Okay. So, do I just click it? Click it? Okay. I don't want the flashing lights. Okay. Can I do that again? Click. Good for me. I got 2 of them. I don't know if that means I should use them now. Alright, actually. I guess we go over here.
It's powered down. The assholes have cut us off. Got it. We need to activate both consoles at the same time to open it. I'll do this one. You go to the one on the other side.
Okay.
Can I talk now? I guess when I'll
Ready.
reserve
On
the
3. 1, 2,
explanation
3.
for work on this. Because there's about to be combat. Oh, sorry, Axel. Watch out!
Axel, behind you.
I can't move. Let me move. We're gonna save Axel.
Fuck you! Get here now! I've got the thieving son of a bitch! You bums think you can take what you want?
L
Get
and
the fuck-
B. No, wait, wrong button.
Fuck
L
off me.
and mouse button. Okay. Left click. Don't fire guns, it's too loud, man.
Fuck. Let's go. The others are on their way.
Yeah, because you fired a gun.
We need to go! Now!
Hey, you bastard!
Move it!
You're the one in my way.
Shit, I think he's dead. They killed him.
He did, not me. Oh, here's where Axel dies.
Come on!
You killed that guy!
Because he was going to kill me, you saved my life. This is about survival. Do you understand? You hear something? I hear something.
Axel?
What have I got on me?
Bye, Axel.
What the hell was that thing?
Don't know, but the other people should definitely still be tracing.
I keep moving.
Push the button. I think you can die here if you wait about getting in. One train. Yep. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're not gonna die. Pretty sure we're safe again. For now.
Station serving Seegson Communication Technologies, Tech Support Services, and Gemini Exoplanet Solutions.
Maybe not with that alarm going off. Map. Now that I know where the map is, I think the arrow. Go to Seegson Communications. Oh, workplace. What? Oh, I clicked the button by mistake. I was like, what happened? Anyways, thing that the books of the Raksura premise, repeating again, because I've been interrupted by the plot. The whole premise is that Moon has never met anybody of his species and is oppressed for who he is because he's a different species than everybody around him. And then the plot of the first book, obviously, is him meeting his species for the first time.
System misuse
Rip
and
to you.
passenger inebriation
Can I have
will
some?
be reported to the Colonial Marshals.
Got a flare and a medkit. Thank you. Dead pretty. V. Click. And that's the plot of the first book, and then it's he never leaves them. He just stays with them forever. And this would be like okay, but there's so many problems with it. Because this premise is that you shouldn't live with people who are different from you. It's very clearly supposed to be a metaphor for autistic and other neurodivergent people literally feeling like a separate species and feeling socially isolated and stuff like that. Or maybe being queer, except the characters in this aren't really queer because it's just another biological essentialism that they are forced by their biology to conform to, so that's not actually queerness. And yeah, you can write stories. Oh, look at that vent up there. That's should not have walked under there. It's to give me a false sense of security with walking under those. Go this way, I guess. Hold on, I want to read their posters, if I can read them. I was right, they are cigarettes. With pigeons. Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking may be dangerous for your health. It may be dangerous for your health. The Apollo core is a mainframe that monitors and provides guidance for all Seeks and working androids on Sevastopol, a unified information hub that makes sure artificial humans work to a maximum efficiency. A direct interface with the station's security system quickly spots anything on Sevastopol that needs repair or attention and notifies the working Joes about the required work within seconds. You can rest assured that during your stay in Sevastopol, you're in safe hands. Arius Computers. Take the office home with you. It's blurry. Whoop. Join the journey. Lose your face. Season tomorrow together. Davenport Rye. Everyone has their own story to tell. Everyone has their own way of enjoying Davenport Rye. Sip it with a mixer, shake things up with a cocktail, or just drink it straight up. Whatever your choice, the quality and taste of Davenport shines through. It's time to reward yourself with the spicy, distinct taste of Davenport Rye. Here's to adventure. Okay. Let's go this way. I think I should use one of the medkits, maybe. I don't know. Can I like scroll the map? It would be nice if they would get rid of all those lights. Transit to Sevastopol. Science Medical Tower. Spaceflight terminal. Habitation tower. Engineering platform. I don't know. Can I close this? This is not a productive way to talk about media analysis. But anyways.
Work, damn you!
Okay. Let's go in here. Oh, I'm just running into the side. Did I just go in a circle? Oh my god, I'm scaring myself. And my mouse has a thing where it'll sometimes just click even though I'm not doing that. So yeah, it was me walking in a circle and scaring myself. Presumably that's a person over in the middle. Yep. I'm staying back. I'm staying back. Can I move faster? Can I move faster? No, I can't.
Someone's here!
Get in the fucking bed. You don't need to come in here after me. Just chill in here. Can I have the motion detector already? Anyways, we're just gonna sit here and wait for them all to chill out, if that's even a thing. Probably not. But the whole premise here of the books of the Raksura is that you have a person, Moon, who has never lived among his own kind. He has never known his own species. He's only ever lived among other people of other species that always turn out to hate him when it's revealed that he's been lying to them, and they assume that he lied to them specifically for the purpose of massacring their whole entire families and literally eating them because he looks exactly like his cousin species, which does this on purpose, literally in this day and age. Like, he will be living with people whose cousins were literally just eaten like several months ago or maybe last year in this exact manner. And he doesn't like just approach people openly. He's just always hiding that he is in fact a shapeshifter, and he is sneaking his way into their villages the exact same way the cannibal, evil, inherently evil, racist, caricature cannibal people do. So this makes Moon sad and shows that nobody will ever accept him for who he is because they're not his own species. And it's like, it's just a bad premise. A bad premise. Doesn't understand oppression and is also accidentally saying that segregation is good. Because Moon does meet his own species, his own kind, and they're all horrible people. It's literally just a fascist society, masquerading as a socialist one where it's equality, but it's like, it's literally not. It's literally just fascism. They're all eugenicists. They all do eugenics. They're all keeping people as slaves. They do eugenics on the slaves. They not only enslave more than half their population, they treat some of the would-be higher-ranking people and also just traffic them and use them as property and literal breeding stock. They have no other purpose as people except to make babies for the highest ranking members. And it's all based upon a strictly and violently enforced caste system, because the species is supposed to be based on bees and ants and social insects and stuff like that, but they're dragons instead. And Martha Wells has not bothered to think through the idea that if you're taking a social species like insects and you're trying to transplant what is observable about their colonies and stuff and put it onto people, you do actually have to think about what is going on now, because these aren't just animals doing their thing. These are people. These are people now. And you can't say, well, it's okay when bees and ants and stuff do it. Do you think bees and ants are evil? Fascists? And it's like, no, because they're animals. None of them are forcing each other to do these things. They're just doing it by instinct. But that's not how it works with people. You can't make a society based on ants and bees' observable behaviors and literally just make a fascist society run on slavery, eugenics, and so much more, and then say there's nothing wrong with it because it's just based on nature. How do I peer around corners? Gotta wait. That's why I took a picture on my phone. Go back to safety. You can't just transplant the observable behaviors of bees and stuff onto people and then keep everything and then just make a fascist society and say that nobody can have a problem with it. Apparently I did. Apparently I can look around by pressing Control. Peek out. No, it's not doing anything. So when Moon does finally discover other people of his own species, because he gets caught as being a shapeshifter who has lied to everybody and makes it look like he's literally there to eat them all. And these are people who are like the last surviving members of, I'm pretty sure, a whole fucking species that has almost been wiped out by these literal racist caricature, evil, cannibal, black flying orcs. So when they discover Moon has lied his way into their village by pretending to be just innocent, friendly, random little Moon and not a shapeshifter person, they're understandably fucking terrified and knock him unconscious and stake him out in the middle of the woods to get eaten by something or something like that. A very underwhelming response considering everything that they could have done. They could have done so much. And another member of Moon's species happened to be flying by, and this guy's name is Stone, and we're supposed to like him and think he's a good person because Martha Wells likes him, wants us to think he's a good person. But if you just actually think about what he's doing for any amount of time at all, he's really fucking terrible. So he sees Moon trapped out in the middle of the woods like this and decides to come down and rescue him. And there's a whole thing with this fascist society where they're pretty much a fucking cult, but like literally just on a society-wide level. So anybody who's not part of the cult, they refer to them as feral. If you are living off on your own because you're not currently part of the cult, part of the fascist society, they consider you to be feral, and it means there's something deeply wrong with you. That's what they say, because they're in the fucking cult. They say there has to be something deeply wrong with you for you to be feral and living off on your own. So, but Stone sees Moon and decides to rescue him anyways, because he recognizes Moon as being what this cult refers to as, and this fascist society refers to as, a consort. And this isn't a job description, this is one of the oppressive castes that you can be assigned upon your birth, depending on what you look like. So, Moon is a winged person, a male winged person with black scales, and he can have babies. So that means that his title and his role in society is consort. His whole entire purpose in existence is to just make babies, and that's it. He has no rights in this society. He has no anything in this society besides to be arm candy for one of the highest ranking people, which is a queen. Because Martha Wells is under the impression that making it a matriarchal society instead of a patriarchal society somehow makes all of the fascism and actual misogyny magically okay and progressive, by literally just changing the targets of some of the most blatant sexual violence onto men instead of women. So she's just flipped the tropes. Instead of women being sexual property of men, it's men being sexual property of women, and we're supposed to pretend that this is progressive and it's good, as though anybody should ever be considered sexual property of another person. And when I say property, I mean it in the most literal sense. A consort belongs as property to whatever queen decides to, quote-unquote, take him. And whatever queen he can make babies for first. Moon, as a consort, is considered valuable the same way you're considered valuable if you're a white person, an able-bodied, at least neurotypical looking white person who can make babies for white supremacists. Maybe I can keep going, I don't know. I think I will just use this. Hold R to activate. Okay. Now we have full health. So, this is some backstory. Moon doesn't find this out until he has been brought to the colony where Stone, the person out flying off on his own, has decided to rescue him. And I'm telling you all of this because Moon doesn't find this out until later, but the entire time that Stone has been interacting with Moon, he has explicitly been lying to him and manipulating him to bring him to the colony under false pretenses. Moon is told by Stone that he is what just called a warrior. That's just any winged person at all. So Stone tells Moon that he's out looking for some more warriors to help to protect the colony, so he needs a bodyguard, is what he tells Moon. And Moon, who is absolutely fucking desperate for anything to do with anyone of his own kind, agrees reluctantly that he will go along and he will help become a bodyguard and a soldier to help protect this guy's colony. And we don't find out until after Moon has been there for, I think, a day or two. Maybe it's at night. yeah, this was just a lie. He has been absolutely lied to and manipulated. He was not told that he is a consort, because Stone knows that he doesn't know jack shit. So Stone is purposefully controlling every bit of information he gives Moon in order to trick Moon into coming along with him to become the sexual property of the princess of this colony. And aka, if we weren't just reversing the tropes to make it seem progressive, this would be the equivalent of a little girl, because Moon is young for his species. Just like a teenage girl being tricked into coming along with an older woman to a kingdom that she has been told it just needs some bodyguards, some knights to help protect it. She's willing to do that. Only to then find out that the entire reason she was brought along is so that she can be given to the crown prince to become his baby-making machine. That's what this is. And, like, that's like a plot point. That's what this is. That's what has happened here. But despite this, we're not supposed to be angry at Stone. We're not supposed to feel betrayed. We're supposed to still trust him and think that he's a good person. We're not supposed to care that Moon has been coerced under false pretenses into coming along to become the sexual property of the princess here. And her name is Jade, and she has... Most of the characters in this story have no personality beyond doing whatever the plot requires. So there's not really much to tell you about Jade besides she's the princess who now owns Moon as her property once they have sex, and officially owns him once he manages to get her pregnant. And the entire thing is just so fucked up on so many levels, but it's just portrayed as good and normal. We're not supposed to have a problem with Moon just being tricked into coming here. We're just supposed to instantly forgive that because, and the fact that he was tricked here specifically to be a baby-making property machine for somebody else. That's the only reason he was brought along. If he were not a consort, and visibly a consort, because that's what having black scales means, after it was used to just make up reasons for Moon to be oppressed by being confused for the other people with black scales, with the species that holds entirely black scales, because they're racist caricatures, like every racist caricature. If Moon hadn't visibly been a consort, then Stone would have just left him to die. If Moon didn't have the ability to be a baby-making machine for the princess, he would have been left there to die, and Stone would never have bothered to help him, because Moon literally has no worth to these people, his own people, except to make babies for them. And you might be thinking, wow, so you mean it's misogyny, but we're doing it against men this time. Yeah. He has literally been reduced down to property, whose sole value is whether or not he can make babies. A thing that happens to women and trans men and non-binary people in real life. But Martha Wells is presenting it as normal and natural and good because that's just what biology says should happen. And because it's happening to men now instead of women, so that manages to make it okay. So we're supposed to think it's cool that Moon has zero rights among his own fucking people, and that he is literally seen as nothing more than a baby-making machine who exists to make babies, be quiet, shut the fuck up, maybe look pretty while pouring tea every now and then. I gotta keep away. Gotta stop doing that. You're scaring the fuck out of me. Maybe sometimes he can look pretty and pour some tea if they have people visiting their cult center. And the characters are not presented as being in a cult, but that's what it is. It's a fascist society, and it's a cult. Most of the people are physically not allowed to leave. The most oppressed people here have zero choice in whether they are here or not. Because these people are actually two different species. There's the winged people called the Ariat, and then they have enslaved in a completely separate species called the Arbora, who don't have wings. And the only things these two people have in common is that they can both shapeshift from a humanoid form that we literally never get any descriptions for besides them being ambiguously brown, because that's an easy way for Martha Wells to pretend to be progressive. But as we now see with the whole she's shilling for Apple, the $1 trillion company, and telling us to all pay them our hard-earned grocery money to reward them for whitewashing her literal protagonist, we don't know what they look like. We're just kind of left to assume that they pretty much probably just look completely identical to humans when they're not in their dragony looking forms, and their dragony looking forms also get almost no description. We know they probably have scales, or maybe they have plates, and they have maybe leathery wings and tails. And we don't know if they have long muzzles or flat faces. You might presume they have long muzzles because they regularly go around killing animals that also get no description and eating them raw, and a long muzzle would be very helpful for that, but we don't fucking know. Martha Wells describes so little things that there are some characters, despite them all having dragony forms and scale color being a very easy thing to use to identify them, most of our named characters, we get zero description for them. We don't even know what their scale colors are, which is just it's like bare minimum if you're doing dragon people. Just tell us what scale colors they have, but we just don't know. We're never told because Martha Wells doesn't describe characters. She barely describes anything. Let's try this again. Okay, that's how I peek. So to peek, you hold down control and then use the mouse keys by holding them down. I hope they just ran away, so I don't have to deal with them, so I can just keep talking. It's been like half an hour in game. They probably got bored and left. So, why? I wasn't even touching anything that time. My keyboard mouse is just weird. I literally didn't even have any hand near it. Whoa, mouse. Okay, moving really fast there. Okay. Can I just deactivate that one? Wrong button. What? Mouse moves really fast. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing here? Guess turn that on? Wrong button. Okay. Okay, that made it dusty. So that'll make it harder for these people to see me if they're even still around here after me sitting in the vents for half an hour. I don't know why this isn't bad for me, but it's fine. So Moon has been very explicitly manipulated and lied to. Oh, frick. I was like, which way am I supposed to turn? Moon has been lied to and brought here under false pretenses, brought to a society where he will have literally 0 rights and will be property. Wrong button? Actually, no, it's not even a wrong button. I'm not even clicking anything to do that. Let's see if I can make more stuff. Yep. Plasma torch required. So Moon has been brought here under false pretenses. Explicitly, that is what happens. But then, it's very clear that it's clear to everybody, every single character. It's on purpose. The reason he is here is to be exploited for his ability to get the princess pregnant. Because we are told, and this is just a lie, that the slaves of the colony, the Arbora, the entire enslaved species that the winged people have Somebody just say something. The entire population of the enslaved wingless people, the Arbora, that the Ariat have enslaved, we are just lied to and told that the whole colony has been cursed with bad luck and they need to go somewhere else that's not clearly cursed. The artificial person you can recognize and trust. Mommy, I want, what does that say? Siegson synthetic. Can I have stuff? Nope, it's just an ashtray. You would think it would be funny if we could just take all these cigarettes and use them to bribe people. What was that? Well, good to know for anybody else playing this game. Apparently you can just sit in the vents for half an hour as these people disappear. Unless they're gonna spawn back in just to scare me. So Moon is explicitly here to be exploited. He knows I'm not even near the mouse. I guess there's something in the rest of my keyboard that thinks it's the mouse. I'm guessing this red light means I can't go over here. He knows it. They all know it. Literally everybody who is part of this colony knows that the reason he has been brought here is to provide babies and become the property of... it's so unnecessary. Deactivate that, I guess? I guess we're just removing power from non-working systems to put them into systems that are actually helpful. So, explicitly, that's the whole plot of the first book. Moon has been brought here under false pretenses to be property and make babies. Where do I... oh, I'm guessing I have to return power in the middle. That's when scary stuff's gonna start happening, probably. under the table. I don't think I need to do that right now. Look at that vent the xenomorph could come through. Why not? No, I want to look for whatever to turn the power on. Maybe this will tell me.
Marie, listen to me very carefully. I want you to leave work now. Collect Claire, pick up the cat, and head home. We need to find someplace safe till Seegson send a ship. I saw the guy from down the hall. I can't remember his name. The one in the dirty baseball cap, weird smell. He had something in his coat. I think it was a gun. He just looked right through me. Don't talk to anyone. Don't tell them where you're going.
I know it's
As soon as I can.
She was trying to hack the elevator's security. Circuits are fried, easy fix. Just need to find a new data set.
That means the people are definitely going to come back in here. Yep. I should probably not go into a corner.
Do you really want to take that chance?
Okay. We find her, kill her.
Rude.
This way. She was downstairs. See anything yet?
I can hear it through the walls.
I'm gonna die. Too bright, too bright, too bright. Blessed vent. Let's get the fuck back in here. Alright. As long as the xenomorph doesn't come in here somehow. Let's look at the map. The map. Okay. So, Moon has been brought here explicitly under false pretenses, tricked into coming into a society where he will have no rights because the only value these people explicitly, verbally, demonstrably see in him is his ability to make babies for them. I don't know, there's a moth in this living room. Whenever I get to another save point, I'll just save the game and make a new video, so this one doesn't get 5 hours long. Is there a save in here? I think this is where I came from. I think I can walk now. Okay, that's convenient. There's a save point in here. This is where I was before. Okay, so I'll just start a new video and continue where I left off.